Hey guys! Welcome to Tuesday's video today. Happy Tuesday. Welcome Silver Bullet. Great to see you guys today. Okay, we're going to talk about exposure today. Every Tuesday is about exposure, and we're going to talk about social media for a minute and posts to get your prospects engaged with you so that you can enroll them. So the biggest key with being on social media is to always begin your post with the end in mind. Like, what kind of engagement do you want back from your post? Identifying your market, that's a big one. Who you're talking to. Identify that person in your post, who you're talking to. Maybe it's animal lovers, moms, sports moms, soccer moms, dancers. I don't know. Whoever your market is though, whoever that person is, you can even address it in your post. So something, if you want to address moms, like this summer I did a post that said like, hey mama, you need to know, I totally get how hot it is out there, and if you're like me, you're grabbing that peppermint spray because I can't handle outdoor play dates without it. And just sharing your lifestyle that way, not PM me, not let me know if you're interested. It's just sharing your lifestyle online. So I want to go ahead, that's probably my number one tip, is to identify your market with each post. Secondly, let's talk about some do's and some don'ts. I'm going to start, that was really loud. I'm going to start with some don'ts. My very first two don'ts in posting on social media, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever it is, the first two are going to be, don't post about negative things, don't be negative. And the second one is, don't post about controversial things if you want to build a business online, or really if you want to do business with if you want people to do business with you. The first one is avoid being negative. People are so repelled by negativity, and they will unfollow you, they will hide you on Facebook, they'll never see another post from you again. If you're posting negativity online, that is not a way to attract people to want to be on your team or to want to do business with you. So instead, you can become a professional encourager. Like if you are feeling negative about something, instead, just to get it out, think of the encouraging response that you would want to hear if you were to go complain to a friend about it. What would make you feel better about your situation? So maybe you could share a little bit of a situation that happened to you and how you spun it for the positive, how you're attracting the good in it, the encourager. So become the professional encourager in your post instead of posting negativity. People will be very, very attracted to that. Secondly is not posting controversial things. You guys, there is so much controversy right now, and I am so passionate about very controversial things as well, but you're never going to see me post about them on my Facebook wall, ever. I'm not going to post about them in my business groups or my oil use groups. I mean, unless it has to do with essential oils, like it just has no business being in those places if I want to do business with people or attract prospects on my wall. So instead, I do have an outlet for those things. I go to different Facebook groups that I'm a part of different things that are very controversial that I am passionate about. And I do my verbal vomit there, not in a really unprofessional way, of course, in a professional way. But that's where I get my outlet for that, because there are some things I'm very passionate about, and I'm just not going to go running off the masses trying to change everybody's mind online, because that's just not going to happen. And again, the last thing you want is for someone to hide you on Facebook. They'll never see another post from you again. The same with foul language. That's not attractive when you're reading a post and people are using foul language online. It's not going to attract them to you. So your wall is not the place for that. You may mean it sarcastically, you may be funny, but it just doesn't come across that way. So just always remember, is this professional? Is this going to attract new builders? Those are the two questions to ask yourself. Another don't would be avoid sharing content via the share button when you're prospecting. Facebook doesn't post shares and news feeds. So if you notice, whenever you post a share, like say Young Living posts on their Young Living page and I go and I share it on my page, you'll notice there are very few likes and very, very few comments. Facebook does that on purpose. It's part of their whole algorithm thing. So just avoid doing that. You're not going to get a lot of exposure that way. I would avoid getting a fan page with your name, even a business name. Algorithms don't work well with Facebook with pages unless you have about, I don't know, 30 to 50,000 followers already. Then it will throw that in news feeds, but normally it doesn't. So I feel like it's a big waste of time to get a Facebook page like that. Your post should be authentic. Whatever you're passionate about, post those with a photo as often as you can. It may be a graphic that you grab off of Google for your story. People are very visual, and it's who you know and what they know you for. It's not what you know and who you know. It's what they know you for, because they're attracted to the story being told. Another don't would be to not ask people to PM you for details. Don't ask them if they want to add an oil to your order. Guys, this makes no sense to ask that, because when you have to manage their orders, like, you just become the Avon lady, and nobody wants to do that. And I can testify to this, guys. I used to do that in the very beginning, and I probably had maybe 2 or 3 people enroll eventually that way, but that was not a good prospecting tool. They need their own account, and we just have to build the value in them having their own account. Another don't is don't tell them they will really be helping you to reach your next goal in a post if they'll just order from you. That makes people feel bad. It makes them feel used, and it becomes very uncomfortable. So it actually becomes uncomfortable and salesy when you start saying, contact me if you're interested. Let me know if you want to learn. Here's my link if you want to purchase. Guys, instead, and I've been there, I've done all of this, okay? Please trust me. I am sharing from my own mistakes here. I failed my way forward all the way to the top, okay? All the way. So this was huge mistakes that I made and learned the hard way. It does become uncomfortable to be very salesy. And so, instead, post about your lifestyle. Share your lifestyle. They are going to contact you if they're interested. I promise you they will. They will watch you first, though. They are watching. Spam suicide, that's another thing to avoid. That is not going to attract prospects. You will not be enrolling anybody if we're throwing up and posting way too much about Young Living on our personal walls. Guys, your friends are friends with you on Facebook because they like you, but they may not particularly like it if your page turns into an infomercial. Now, on the flip side of that, maybe every 7 to 10 posts, posting about your lifestyle with Young Living, that's completely different and a do. That's a huge do. Okay, and my last don't for you guys is don't post, my kids are so sick this week, we don't know what to do, we've been to the doctor, we've been on antibiotics, we've done all these things. And don't post that you're eating unhealthy foods or drinks that contradict the wellness vibe you guys are trying to build on your business. I mean, I get it that there are days for a fun treat, or that you are in a pinch and you have to run through a fast food joint or something that contradicts wellness, or maybe a splurge. Like, I take my kids out to Andy's Custard every so often for a splurge. I personally don't post about that, but if I were to post about that, I would talk about it being a rare and an occasional treat. That it's kind of a fun cheat every once in a while. It's not our lifestyle. We don't engage in a ton of sugar very often. It's no one is going to take you seriously and want to join your wellness team if you're constantly preaching wellness and then you're posting your Diet Coke that's full of aspartame and chemicals, right? Or you're posting about going through McDonald's or whatever. I noticed a celebrity yesterday posting about her going through McDonald's on Instagram, and I'm like, Why are you doing this? And the kids being sick thing, that's, spin it, you guys, spin it. Our kids are falling below the wellness line. We're using these great oils for immune support. We're so excited about the chance that we have with Young Living to prove that Mother Nature does really give us everything that we need. Something very simple that supports the immune system, showing that you are on the wellness vibe still, and doing all of that. Now, on to the do's. I've already run over my 5 minutes. So do stay compliant by not mentioning diseases or ailments. Even if you have a testimony, guys, please make sure to choose wording that keeps your post compliant. If you're not sure, Just make sure the products aren't curing anything unless you're talking about an over-the-counter, like we have like the pain cream and the Lavaderm itch spray. Like those are things that can cure technically because they are over-the-counters with Young Living. And our Vitality oils can talk about supporting different body systems. Love everybody. That's a huge do. Don't worry about them joining your business right now. All you need to do is get to know them and let them know you care about them. Keep your posts somewhat short, at the most a couple paragraphs. Well, that's even too long. At the most, 3 to 5 sentences would be probably perfect, even shorter if possible. If you have a great testimony, share away and use some great hashtags with that. Always use pictures. That's a huge do. Facebook will actually throw your picture, your graphic into more news feeds if it contains a face. So if you're talking about an oil, I don't have an oil sitting next to me. Let's just pretend I wanted to talk about this cute diamond pen. Hey guys, look, I found this on Amazon today. I'm giving it to all my new diamonds. I would post a picture of me holding this with my face because Facebook will throw that into way more news feeds, seeing my face, than just saying, hey, check out this cute new pen, where it doesn't see your face, okay? I hope that makes sense. Do make people feel positive and happy. Your no judgment type posts, your no fear type posts, those are always very popular. Ask people what you can do to help. Connect them to helpful resources. And do make them curious about how you are feeling so awesome and healthy and you have less doctor visits. That's the doctor visit you want to post about. Oh my gosh, my kids haven't been to the doctor in a year. We're so thankful for Young Living. End of story, right? Something like that. Do expose our products in a way that drives intrigue. Again, posting about your lifestyle, not, hey, this $33 bottle of Thieves is going to support your immune system. Or, I mean, I know you can't say that about 15 mil, but you know what I mean. But with the Vitality post, something that is going to drive intrigue and then want to try what you're doing, but you're not selling it. Like you're just posting about the lifestyle of it. You can actually scroll through your personal profile and ask yourself, because guys, there's MLMs all over your profile, all over your thing. Ask yourself, if I wasn't in a Young Living member and I wasn't in a Natural Health, would I be intrigued by this post? Would I want what they have, what they're offering? And then, of course, do tell stories, not on the how, but on the what. Give them an action step. Ask a question at the end of your post for them to comment with some kind of a response. Ask questions and build from there. It's not asking the question, okay, who wants to order? It's asking, what do you guys do for your immune system? Or, I used this lemon oil to get off gum out of my son's hair today. What have you guys done to get gum out of your son's hair that's a few drops? Maybe you could cost compare it. Like, compare it to Goo Gone per drop. Like if you were to break down the cost of it, you could totally do that. That's what we can compare to other things too. We can compare to conventional items like cleaners and whatnot and compare to the cost. We can't compare like peppermint to Alka-Seltzer, things like that. And lastly, your last do is be engaging. Respond to all your comments. That actually triggers the Facebook algorithms as well, is responding to comments. And more people will see your posts when you do that. And asking questions again so people will respond at the end of your posts. So that's it for my do's and don'ts. The last do. Pick 5 things that you love and rotate those themes. Like maybe you are really into your kids, your faith, your fashion, the hustle, your relationship with your husband, sports, whatever it is. Pick 5 to 7 things and just rotate the topic of those posts. And that creates your brand. That's what people come to love and expect from you. And then you can throw your Young Living lifestyle into all of that. And they'll see it, wow, it really does fit everything. So that's it for me today, guys. Great to see you, Silver Bullet. Next week, 2 weeks from now, I think I'm also talking about exposure. So then I'm going to actually give you guys probably some specific posts you can make online. I hope this helps you with engaging prospects, with ultimately enrolling them and growing your teams. See you guys later. Bye.